Do your job.
Brett, who you got winning the Strikeforce fight coming up? Let's go with Diaz and Daley.
I think it's gonna be a brawl the first 2 rounds, and then if Diaz happens to get him down, I think he has the win by submission. But it's gonna be tough because he doesn't have the best wrestling, and Daley is, he has okay takedown defense, as you could see in the Jake Shields Daley fight. So it's gonna be a battle, I think. But I would say Diaz comes out on top because it's gonna be a 5-round fight.
What do you think about Gil Melendez and Kawajiri?
Wow, that's going to be another battle. They fought back in Pride, like probably 3 or 4 years ago. I'm going to go with Gil by a very slight decision, but I think it's going to be a back and forth wrestling battle and great fight.
Jay, who do you got winning Nick Diaz versus Paul Daley?
I'm going to go with the underdog, Paul Daley. Even though I like Diaz, Diaz is a beast and he's really good, but I got to go with the underdog.
Why is that?
Because he got power, he like to bang, and I like to bang. It's going to be a bang-bang. And Nick Diaz like to play with, he don't like to go with people's weaknesses. He's a tough guy. He likes to fight. He always show up to fight. That's a good thing about Diaz. And I think he's going to stay up and bang with Paul. And if Paul catch him one, good night, man.
What do you see the semi-main event going? That's Gilbert Melendez and Kawajiri.
Melendez. He's really gamed, He's a really good fighter. So I got to go with him.
And Musasi versus Jardine.
Again, that's a tough one, man. I think I gotta go with Musasi. Short notice. You can never go to short notice thinking you're gonna win. He knows he's supposed to lose. If he wins, it's gonna be a bonus. But I gotta go with Musasi. He's doing his training camp right. He's getting ready for war. And basically, like Jardine said, he's doing a favor for Strikeforce. So nobody expect him to win. So I gotta go with Musasi.
I think it's going to be a very exciting fight. Every time Daley fights, he always puts it on. A great striker. But I definitely think that Diaz has a better overall game with his jiu-jitsu. And he's proven to everybody with his last fight against Evangelista Cyborg that he's not afraid to stand with anybody. And I can definitely see him standing and banging with Paul Daley and having a really good fight and actually putting on Daley in the second or third round. So I definitely see Diaz winning that fight.
The semi-main event, Gilbert Melendez, Tatsuya Kawajiri. How do you see that fight going?
That's going to be a very exciting fight. That's probably the fight of the night. Kawajiri is a beast, and Melendez is always shown he's just a tremendous athlete, well-rounded, extremely well-rounded. I'm going to go with the American, Gilbert Melendez. He's just on a tear, just doing really well. He's one of the top pound-for-pound fighters out there in the world, and I think he's going to win that fight.
Gegard Musasi and Keith Jardine.
I love Keith Jardine, but I think he's taking the fight in such short notice that his conditioning is going to be to par, and I think Gegard Musasi is going to put it on him later on in the second or third round and kind of gas out Keith Jardine. As much as I would love Keith Jardine to win this fight, I think he's just taking the fight on a little too short notice. I'm not sure if he's physically ready for such a fight, so I'm going to go with Gegard Musasi based on that.
Mark Munoz, once again, giving us his expert opinion on this weekend's Strikeforce fights.
I've never been wrong, have I?
You know what? I think you've gone 3-0 with these predictions that I've done with you.
I know. Here we go. The thing is, we know that Paul Daley is an animal on his feet, and I think Diaz is crazy enough to go on his feet with Paul Daley to prove a point. So many people have said that Daley's gonna knock him out, but I'm gonna go with Diaz, man. I'm gonna go with Diaz with this fight. I think he's gonna get rocked one time, and then he's gonna take him down and submit him on the ground. So I think that's what's going to happen, and it can happen in the second round, I think, so because Diaz is really long, man. He's crafty on his feet too, and Daley's got that explosive power, so I'm gonna go with Diaz in the second round by submission. Man, that's another good fight, man. Gilbert has shown just ever changing, improving style. I remember watching just his development throughout, and with him, it can go anywhere on the ground to his feet, with takedowns and stuff. but man, he's an animal when it comes to being on the ground, you know. So so I predict Gilbert Melendez for sure. I'll go second round too.
Finally, in a match that was sort of short notice for Keith Jardine, he's going up against gate guard Musasi. How do you think that's going to factor into that bout?
Man, that's a hard one to call. You know, Musasi's, dude, he's an animal on his feet, and you know, Jardine's the one that can actually surprise somebody with kind of lulling somebody into his rhythm, into his kind of his style, and I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I'm gonna go with Jardine on this one.
A lot of people are gonna go out on a limb as well and say, like, Mark, you might be off. You might be, I'm gonna say 5-1 in your predictions.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. You know, I think Jardine has something special for Gegard, but you know, it is a fight, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But you know, hey, you know, it is what it is.
And Mark, where can the fans and people find you at these days?
I'm here at the Rain Training Center over in Lake Forest, 22600 Lambert Street, Lake Forest, California. Come by. Our website is traintorain.com. That's TRAIN, the number 2, rain, RAIGN.com. Come check us out. Check out the website. If you want to learn mixed martial arts, come learn it with the best. So come on out.